Hey, AOL build. I'm Sharon Osbourne, and I'm sat here with the one and only Sir Elton John.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi, my darling. It's so wonderful to be here with you.
Thank you for doing this.
Now, I want to ask you about the pop-up show you were doing this Saturday.
It was an idea by David Furnish, my husband. Thought it'd be great the night before the Oscar party, or the day before the Oscar party, to do something to thank the city of West Hollywood, who've been so amazing to us over the years. They give us the whole West Hollywood Park for nothing. And so we're doing it to, A, say thank you to them, B, because it's a cool thing to do. And I'm sure the residents will be really happy about it.
They will have a blast, everyone that lives in the area, and I'm sure there's going to be thousands and thousands of people there. But another question for you, why did you choose West Hollywood to have your Oscar party every year?
They help us raise a lot of money. We're hoping to raise over $6 million on Sunday. It's changed venues a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, but now we have a permanent home at West Hollywood Park, and then it just happened to be there, and it couldn't be. The city of West Hollywood has been so accommodating to us all the time we've had this party, and it gives West Hollywood a little bit of a promotion too.
Okay, if you could, I know you can't put it in a few words, but try for me. The Elton John Foundation, AIDS Foundation.
The Elton John AIDS Foundation was set up in 1991 in Atlanta by myself and John Scott. And I wanted to do something when I got sober. I got sober in 1990, and I regretted the fact that during the 80s, although I did some things for AIDS, I made a record and I did a couple of benefits, I wasn't really there with the people that were suffering as a gay man. And I just thought it's time to make amends for that and try and do something to put matters right, for myself anyway. And to do something to make a foundation really count by not wasting any money. So we started off very small, and we still remain very small. We have 2 or 3 people working in the New York office, and about 6 or 7 in London. And our overheads are only 2%. It's been going now since 1991, which is 25 years. We've given over $350 million away in that time. And I'm very proud of the way it's run. I'm very proud that we have a tight, efficient ship. We have a 4-star Charity Navigator rating for 10 years in a row, which is fantastic, because only 5% of charities in America get that. So I'm very proud of it. We set out as an AIDS foundation by delivering meals. It was a direct, care organization, because in those days people were dying still. And then that was
people
before
were afraid. People were afraid to go in and actually see people.
I used to go and knock on the doors and deliver a meal, and people wouldn't answer their doors, and I'd go down the sidewalk and I'd hear the door shut, open very quickly, and the meal disappear and the door shut very quickly. But the whole situation, the scenario about AIDS has changed so much because of the medicine we now have, thank God.
Now, how can people who are not going to be at your event on Sunday, how can people make a contribution to the foundation?
They can just go online and see where we are on Elton John AIDS Foundation, or even if they can't afford to make a contribution, in their local community, giving your time is sometimes more valuable than giving money. Helping out, volunteering, in any shape or form, in any charity, getting your feet dirty, is always a great thing to do. It gives you much more satisfaction, I think. And I raise money. I kind of think of myself as the whore of the foundation. I go out and raise the money by playing and everything. But the greatest thing for me is to go out into the field where we give the money and see what it does, and the benefits and the gratitude that people have. Our money goes a long, long way in Africa,
it goes,
especially.
Worldwide.
It goes a long, long way. And people are so grateful. And then you go to Africa and you come back and you go, oh my God, we got to do more. These people are so wonderful. They have nothing, but they're so grateful. And I have everything, and I moan. So it's great to go and do that. Go into the field. So people go and volunteer. Just it doesn't matter to be my AIDS foundation. Just go and help people. It's an amazing thing. And people who do that 24/7 for sick people and care for elderly people, children, people with
homeless.
AIDS, they're amazing. They're amazing.
2 questions.
Yeah.
What does Tower Records mean for you, and why did you choose that location for your show on Saturday?
Well, there was a documentary about Tower Records recently, which I contributed to. It was a huge part of my life when I came to America. I spent every Tuesday morning there when I was in LA, because that's when records were released. I used to go there at 9 o'clock in the morning before it was open, go through every rack, every whatever. I knew it back to front. I could have worked there, and I wouldn't have minded working there. It was so much fun. And when it died, I was so sad. When it went, And recently they put the Tower Records theme back on the building.
Because
So it
that
a
was
closed
for
store.
Colin's documentary.
Yeah,
they
for
did
Colin's
that.
documentary. And I just thought, what a perfect place. Well, David thought, what a perfect place to do it. In the parking lot at Tower Records. And so many wonderful memories. When music was so wonderful and so vibrant and so important, it's not the same anymore. And it's changed, and we have to accept that. But for me, those were the great days of music, and those were the most exciting days.
It's so exciting,
So
and
exciting.
sexy.
Nowadays, people put their records out on the download.
Do you know what? Every time I drive past, I'm like this,
Yeah.
and memories
Yeah.
flood back in of,
Yeah.
of the great fun
Yeah.
times there, and in stores, and looking at all the picture discs that used to come
I
out.
know,
It was like amazing.
It was so exciting, and there were so many great records you could buy. I mean, the amount of vinyl I bought, then cassettes. Well, 8 tracks.
Oh, the 8 tracks, the big
tracks,
sandwiches.
Vinyl, and then cassettes, and then CDs.
But it's a part of our youth,
It's a part
too.
of our life. Every record store I go into, it still exists, and they're beginning to come back because kids are buying vinyl now. Well done, kids. And everyone puts their record out on vinyl now, which is fantastic. I love record stores. It just fascinates me. And bookstores. Record stores. If Book Soup over the road went as well, then I'd probably throw myself off the cliff. So there'll probably be a few people petitioning for Book Soup to close, so that I will throw myself off a cliff. They're LA landmarks, and I miss them.
I'm with you. The Strip's not the same without
No.
Tower. For the thousands of people that are going to turn out to see you on Saturday, there are people that won't be able, for whatever reason, to make the show. How can they be a part of it?
It's going to be streamed live on AOL, and so
Yes.
they'll be able to listen to it and hopefully soak up the atmosphere and the magic of the day. Although we know it's going to happen, it would be fairly spontaneous, and we don't know what's going to happen. It could be mayhem, and I like mayhem, and I like things that are on the spur of the moment. So, tune in, have fun, and soak in the atmosphere. I think we're going to have a blast.
I mean, it's like in West Hollywood, yes, at Tower Records, Elton John, what could be better? I
Well,
mean, the
yeah.
perfect day.
Well, it's great to be able to do that for West Hollywood and to remember Tower Records in that way.
And to celebrate the music and to celebrate you.
Thank you.
And we love you so much.
Thank you, Sharon.
We love you so.
So tune in, everyone, okay?
Yes.